Good evening. It's time for AEW Watchalong with Boris. Da, 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 da.
If you need a feature, you just go Dynamite, jazz hands, it's Dynamite time with Boris.
The ring's all set, the lights are bright, so settle in, it's Wednesday night. With matches stacked, the action's prime. AEW, it's Dynamite time, and with Big Bad Boris, we're ready to roll. Let's kick off the night and rock and roll. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Let's kick off the night and rock and roll.
Yes, indeed. It is Thursday night. It is time to kick off the night and rock and roll with AEW Dynamite. My name is Big Bad Boris. Thank you for tuning in across the Love Wrestling Network of wherever you may find us on the Twitch, the YouTube, the fine folks at Between Two Beards let us use their X account. We are fresh off of the pay-per-view on Saturday. I finished it yesterday. I always watch the pay-per-views in delay, like maybe a day or two after, and I get spoilers because it's hard to avoid, and I don't really try, to be honest, but I get a lot of, this is the greatest pay-per-view ever, and I always expect them to be the greatest pay-per-views ever, and then when I watch them, I'm not disappointed, just it's not the greatest pay-per-view ever. It was good, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it. I have thoughts on things. That main event was overbooked as hell, but I mean, it is what it is. But I enjoyed the show. Also, this is the first stream back after Big Bad Boris' 40-hour extreme. This is the first time I've sat in that chair since that day. It is weird to be back here. It was a great success, and I'm pleased with how everything went. And I appreciate anybody who tuned in, who checked it out, who threw some money in. We were just shy of $3,000, but I think when it all shakes out with some Twitch bits and whatever the hell all that stuff is, we should hit the $3,000. Continental Classic starting out. Orange Cassidy and Claudio Castagnoli. So, I know this is supposed to kind of be like the G1, and I've seen the Continental Classic before, and I think it's cool. But do the leagues fight each other, or do the leagues just fight the leagues? Is there interleague play in the Continental Classic? Darby Allin and Kevin Knight, Kyle Fletcher and Okada tonight. My goodness. We're going to flash back to Full Gear. Bear with me. I'm just running my empire. I was surprised to see, pleasantly surprised to see Mark Briscoe win the title. I think that that's cool that he did. I don't think, they're trying to build Kyle Fletcher into a big star, and I think that they haven't, the roadmap they're taking, I don't think is necessarily the best way, but nonetheless, it is what it is. 20-minute time limit, 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw. Everyone is banned from ringside. I also have permanent injury from the stream. I actually have a doctor's appointment. My left hand, these two fingers on my left hand and the bottom part of my left hand have been numb for the week and whatever since the stream. And I did some reading, and it's if you have your elbow bent and lean on it too much, which I did a lot, that can happen. And they say that if it's really bad, the only way to fix it is through surgery. So if I need surgery after the stream, that's going to be the funniest thing ever. So I can't feel half my left hand. I'm having a gout flare-up in my right foot right now, so I'm in an incredible amount of discomfort. But I'm here for AEW Dynamite nonetheless, as we see Kyle Fletcher make his way to the ring. I didn't catch where we were tonight. Where are we? Saginaw, Michigan? I'm going to assume we're not in Saginaw, Michigan, but opening the show with Okada and Kyle Fletcher. Interesting. Now, if we want to put Kyle Fletcher over and make him into a star, I mean, this is a way to do it. Or we just do we cop out and do a 20-minute time limit draw, which, you know, I like my extra. I got like a third, I guess a second technically. I've got the laptop here. I've got the monitor here. I got a new monitor over here, and I got it for the stream. But now I like it. I can monitor what's going on my social media, which is nothing, and what's going on right now on Dynamite, which is also nothing. Okada is 16-0 in singles competition in 2025. Well, it's a cool little venue. I don't think it's all that big, but it looks cool on TV. Oh, yeah. The Blue Jays signed Dylan Cease today. That's sexy. I'm already ready for baseball season. The Flames are doing a whole lot of nothing. I still don't get the whole Continental, National, International, like this whole title picture is the most confusing shit ever. So Okada has the one belt, but he surrendered the other belt because that belt is up for grabs in the tournament and yada, yada, yada. Clear as mud, if you ask me. But nonetheless, there's the bell. And the 2025 Continental Classic is underway. Also want to talk a little bit about the LPW show on Saturday. Fabulous venue. I really enjoyed the Freemason Hall. I didn't pay for parking and ended up getting a ticket, but that's another story for another day. T.Y. Jackson ran the gauntlet, number one to the very, very end. Saw some folks I haven't seen in a long while, including Brady Malibu, who hasn't had a match in Edmonton. And I want to say, like, we were talking, him and I, a dozen years maybe. So I haven't seen Brady in forever. So fun night. I had a moment of bad judgment and entered the Rumble. And things did not go well for me. And we're going to premiere the Rumble in about a week and a half. There's no Saturday Night Love this Saturday because of Survivor Series. Pluggo is going to do the Survivor Series post-show in the Saturday Night Love slot. But we'll be back a week from Saturday where I'll be joined by none other than the proprietor, the promoter, the head honcho of Love Pro Wrestling, Mr. Spencer Love. And we are going to recap the year in LPW, and we're going to watch the Rumble match. So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. The Rumble match was great. Really, really, really good. Everybody brought their A game. Everybody came to play, even me. And it was a lot of fun. Really, really well done. And I can't wait for you guys who were not there to see it. I understand the stream was not great on Saturday on IWTV, and I apologize on behalf of Love Pro Wrestling for that. But we were playing with the deck, that we were playing with the hand we were dealt. Is that how that goes? Kazuchika Okada, Kyle Fletcher. I miss Taz on commentary. Yeah, it's a cool little venue. I like it. I bet small though. I'm thinking maybe 2,000 or 3,000. Like that looks quasi similar to where TNA ran here at the Expo Center. Oh, happy American Thanksgiving to any of our American friends. May you eat, drink, and be merry tomorrow. I'll be at work, but we had our Thanksgiving already, so your turn. Kyle. Okay, so we're going through the 6 members of the Gold League. Okada, Kyle Fletcher, Darby Allin, who took an L at the pay-per-view, Kevin Knight, Pac, the bastard Pac. Oh, so are we going to get a Speedball Mike Bailey, Kevin Knight one-on-one match? I assume we'll have to have that at some point. Scintillating prospects. Man, Kyle Fletcher's scarred up a little bit. There's some scabby scars on the leg, on the head, some scrapes and scratches on the side. Yeah, I can't believe I sat in this chair for 40 hours. But hey. And I can't believe that I'm going to sit in this chair for 40 hours again. Next November, we're going to do the whole thing again because I guess I'm just a glutton for punishment. But we're going to do Big Bad Boris's 40-hour Extreme 2 Electric Boogaloo. There'll be more details on that coming up throughout the year, I guess. Kyle Fletcher dumped over the top, down to the floor. As we go to the picture-in-picture commercial break, we shall return. Yeah, I feel usually I've got like lots of stuff to plug and talk about, but since we're at the end of the year, there's no LPW show until January. I don't believe that there's been any branding or anything released for that live event. I know there is one match scheduled. Paralira going to defend the LPW tag team titles against both the Short Kings and the Mad Lads, who, from what I gather, from what we saw in the Rumble match, the Mad Lads have turned their back on Rose and have aligned themselves with Zoe Sager. And nothing good can come from that. The Mad Lads with Zoe Sager. What's going on, Pluggo? If you got nothing going on, you want to come hang out, you do that. If you're busy, oh yeah, it's Thanksgiving Eve in the States, so you're probably busy with family. You do your thing, my friend. And I realized the giant mistake. I don't mean to make this about me, but the mistake that I made was I body slammed Zoe Sager, and now the Mad Lads are under the umbrella of Zoe Sager Enterprises. So I'm very concerned that they may come for a bit of revenge. Hopefully they'll, hopefully we're all, if they're forgiving, I'm forgetting. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, we're back from commercial. Okada, Kyle Fletcher, the first match next week. I'll be at Dynamic. Well, first of all, you're dynamic every week, my friend. I don't know what you're saying. You're going to be at Dynamite. What was next Dynamite in Indiana somewhere? Maybe you could be our on-the-spot coordinate, our on-the-scene reporter. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but yeah, for sure. So yeah, hopefully the Mad Lads don't want to beat me to death. Yes, we are Borising. We're Borising. We're Borising harder than we've ever Borised before. What's going on, Zach? We are enjoying the first match of the 2025 Continental Classic featuring Kazuchika Okada, the whatever champion he is. I still can't keep it straight. Taking on fellow Don Callis family member Kyle Fletcher, no longer your TNT champion, after a spirited match with Mark Briscoe at the pay-per-view. Again, a big plug for Pluggo. No SNL this week. He's going to be recapping the Survivor Series. So tune in right across this same channel for the Pluggo Survivor Series recap. Hello, I will assume this is the boss man, Spencer. I've been talking about how you and I, a week from Saturday, are going to recap the year in LPW and also watch the amazing Rumble match from this past Saturday on SNL. I'm also worried because I didn't realize the Mad Lads would be under the tutelage of Zoe Sager when I body slammed Zoe Sager, so I'm concerned I'm going to be beaten within an inch of my life. Kyle Fletcher going for the super duperplex. No dice. Here comes the Okada elbow drop. Yeah, we're going to get Mascara Dorada and John Moxley tonight. That should be fun. All kinds of stuff going on. I should start booking the Saturday Night Love Christmas special. I should start sending out invitations for everybody. You are hereby invited to be a part of the Saturday Night Love Christmas open house special. I'm sad during the 40-hour... Oh, DDT on the floor. During the 40-hour stream, we finished off WrestleLicious. So I don't know what other fun, crazy things we can do now that WrestleLicious is over. Fernando, my man, what's going down? It's Continental Classic season here in All Elite Wrestling. I do like the fact that he's losing some matches, and I think that there's an opportunity for a good story to be told here within the Death Riders. So I'm intrigued as to what's going down with that, and I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. We don't really have a holiday. I mean, we have our own Thanksgiving in October, so we don't have a like you guys have. I think it's Veterans Day, and we have Remembrance Day. But I think American Thanksgiving, that you guys just have that, and I just go to work tomorrow like it's any other day. So we don't really have anything comparable except for our own Thanksgiving, which has already taken place. But for all the American friends, eat, drink, be merry. Don't drink and drive. Be safe. Tombstone Pile Driver. A really garbagey looking Tombstone Pile Driver, if you ask me. Oh, reverse the Rainmaker into the sit out slam. My God, the action. I can't even handle it. And the fans are absolutely ecstatic. I feel like AEW's run this venue before. It looks very familiar to me. Where are they? I gotta find out. Oh, see, they're gonna cop out this shit and do a double count out. I said it right off the hop. All right, I'm gonna find out. Wow, they're in Nashville. Nashville tonight. Whoa. Oh. Snake Eyes into the middle rope. Sits out with the power bomb. Could this be it? Oh my God. Do I think Hangman already losing the championship? I actually don't. I thought that he would go on a longer run, and I thought that this Samoa Joe feud was kind of, I don't want to say throwaway, but just like new champ, new babyface champ gets his first feud, and this is what starts his title reign off. I was very shocked to see him lose it so early, and I want to say the second pay-per-view defense since he won it. I might be wrong on that. But yeah, I was surprised. Do I think it's a good idea? Not necessarily, but again, I'm open to see where we go with all these stories. We're racing against time. Oh my God, Kyle Fletcher has pinned Kazuchika Okada. Now that we've got this whole TNT title thing out of his business, now they can start really building him to the star they want him to be. So Kyle Fletcher, the first on the scoreboard, if you will. On this telecast, if you will. That was a good match. Kyle Fletcher extending the hand and gets the handshake from the Rainmaker. All right, we're going to go back to this past Saturday to Full Gear, where the Young Bucks come to the aid of Kenny Omega. They throw away all their money. Look at the big hug between Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. Oh, Kenny Omega. They fooled me, Jerry. Thank you for your time, Kenny. Oh, and the Bucks coming out of Kenny's locker room. What could all of this mean? The Women's World Tag Team title semi-final match. The Babes of Wrath and the Sisters of Sin. Oh, DraftKings. Could we go like a minute watching television without goddamn sports betting on the TV? I don't like it. I think it's making me question the integrity of sports, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. All right, we're in commercial. We're going to step out for a couple seconds, but stick around because we'll be right back with more AEW Dynamite. The Calgary Flames are currently getting spanked 5-0 by the Tampa Bay Lightning, which brings me a great amount of sadness. And I also just realized that WWE Unreal show on Netflix, the big behind the, I never actually got around to watching that. I think I need to. Well, I don't need to. I think I should. All right, we're back on AEW Dynamite. We're looking at Mark Briscoe and Kyle Fletcher highlights from their match at the pay-per-view. Oh, we caught up with the newly crowned champ. I love me some Mark Briscoe. I smell dinner being prepared as we speak. We will cover that later, not to worry. Oh, Mark Briscoe. All right, it is semifinal time in the AEW Women's Tag Team Title Tournament as we await the arrival of Julia Hart and Sky Blue. Who's still in on the other side? Mina and Tony Storm, and who's the other one? Oh, I think it's the names Megan Bain and that chick from the Death Riders, whose name eludes me because I get hit in the head a lot. You know who I mean. You know what I'm talking about. Here come the Babes of Wrath. Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron in their matching colorful attire. The fans love them, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I don't know who's going to win this one. I really don't know. Like this whole tournament, I mean. Who do we think's winning this tournament? Let me know in the comments. Let's talk about it. And while you're at it, whatever platform you may or may not be on, be it the YouTube, the Twitch, the Between Two Beards, give us a like, a subscribe, a follow, all that kind of fun stuff. Everybody here in the content wing of Love Wrestling work tirelessly to provide you all of the coverage that we do. I am but a small part. Pluggo does amazing work. JPJ, all those guys. Lawrence and everybody, the Beards guys, the For Exposure guys. So definitely give a like and a follow. Zach, all the great graphics and stuff that you see, all the accoutrements, the videos and the graphics, does all that fabulous stuff. So definitely give a follow and keep up with what we got going on, because we're covering the wrestling world from left, right, up, and down. I'd like to get into more streaming. I just don't really know how, because I'm not very smart, but I got the setup. I got the beautiful Big Bad Boris World Headquarters behind me. There's a new piece of history behind me. You guys can't see it, but I might unveil it a little bit later. But there's a new addition to the decor of Big Bad Boris's World Headquarters that is currently behind me, but I'm blocking it with my giganticness. But maybe we'll take a look at it later. We'll see. I'll give you a hint. I did a little dumpster diving. That's all I'm going to say. Sky Blue currently on the receiving end of some tandem offense. I do like the matching gear. The Babes of Wrath look, they're very different looking people, but the cohesiveness with the gear, tremendous. And that's something I think, like, I don't know if AEW have like full-time seamstresses and gear makers like WWE does, or at least did. I know they used to have somebody that would travel with them, but like especially with the women's outfits, like the work that these people do on the gear to make these guys look fabulous and have that gear, hold up to all the physicality in the ring as well. Like, it takes a city to really put on a show like this. Like, I'm always very supportive of behind the scenes people, because I have been one for a very long time, and I think a lot of times those folks go unheralded. But like camera people and the guys that run the video boards and setting up the ring and making the graphics, making all these fabulous video packages, referees, all that kind of stuff. Commentators, the most important job in wrestling. All right, maybe not the most important, but it's up there. Harley Cameron raining down right hands upon the dome, the head top of Sky Blue. Oh, and apparently we are going to a picture-in-picture commercial break right away. It doesn't look like it. And now we've got a picture-in-picture commercial in Canada without a picture. Oh, wait, here we go. We got Subway. All right. Yeah, I don't have anything to plug really, except for I do have one thing to plug, and that is December 16th. If you look right on the bottom here, Quizplex will return on Tuesday, December 16th. Myself as a reigning Quizplex champion, and I believe Anthony Green is as well. We're doing Toys for Tots, which is a fabulous charity for getting kids who may not get anything under their Christmas tree to help make that happen. So a fabulous charity. I'm going to do my best to retain my Quizplex title. So check that out on December 16th at 10 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Mountain, I think. I never know. I think at the end of NXT, which I think is 8 p.m. Mountain, 10 p.m. Eastern. I don't know. Check your local listings. But all that's happening December 16th, Quizplex. We know it. We love it. Stick around. We're coming right back. All right, we are back live on AEW Dynamite, a spot in the finals of the AEW Women's Tag Team Title Tournament as Julia Hart walks along the top rope in the world's dumbest wrestling spot ever. I hate it, but people seem to like it, so maybe I'm the one who's wrong. Harley Cameron has been isolated. Willow wants in there really bad. That's something I really like in a tag match. When your partner's taking all this heat, the more that person, that fresh person on the apron really, really sells that they want to get in there. I think it just makes that hot tag all the more. There was a tag match years ago. I don't remember who it was in. Years and like 100 years ago. A WWE match. And Booker T was a tag match with Booker T. Might have even been WCW. I don't remember. But Booker T was just beside himself on the apron wanting to get in on this match. And I just noticed it and always thought that was so awesome that it makes that hot tag look so much more impactful because he's chomping at the bit to get in there because his partner is being decimated. And now Willow Nightingale is in the proverbial house of fire. Damn you, Sky Blue. This is why we can't have nice things. Big DDT. What, Collisions tomorrow? It's not on. Man, I can't keep track of all. Why are they not doing it on Saturdays? Is there something going on Saturdays or college football or curling or broomball? I don't know. You never know when Collision's on. I think that might be one of the problems with maybe it not getting a big rating that they'd like it to get. Is it gets moved around a lot. Pay-per-view weeks and whatever else going on. That knee rocked the jaw of Harley Cameron. Oh my God. Oh my God. Did you see that? Oh God. That'll be all over social media in like literally 30 seconds. Oh man, that's the difference between now and like something going on Raw in 97 is like you make a mistake, it's not all over the friggin' world in moments. Yeah, that's going to be all over the place in a second. That's a damn shame. But, I mean, this match has been fine. And the Babes of Wrath have won the match. They will move to the finals of the AEW Tag Team Title Tournament. And you want to be my latex salesman. So yeah, Tony Storm and Mina against Marina Shafir and Megan Bayne, whenever that's happening. Still to come, we got Orange Cassidy and Claudio Castagnoli, as well as Kevin Knight and Darby Allin. And John Moxley and Mascara Dorada, which I assume is our main event. Oh, the Oops are going to celebrate new champion Samoa Joe coming up next. My goodness, the excitement that we all must feel. Stick around. We got more Dynamite coming up. All right, we're back live from Nashville. Tony Schiavone is in the ring. It might be Hangman Page. I'm still not sure. I'm going to miss football all day tomorrow. There's NFL games for American Thanksgiving. And all righty, here comes Hawaiian John, the AEW champion of the world, for a celebration. The first man to hold two AEW championships simultaneously. That seems like that can't be true. I mean, I guess, like, Didn't Sammy Guevara and Dustin Rhodes have... Those are ROH titles. I guess it doesn't count. Oh yeah, I forgot Hook turned heel. Are they going to introduce him as well? Joe looks good in a suit. I think everybody looks good in a suit, though. Tony's hillbilly ass. How dare you speak to Tony Schiavone that way? I mean, I guess they dare. Uh-oh. On the screens, we see a vehicle. One would assume it is Swerve. And we would be right. It is Swerve with a rather sizable chain and a staple gun. Oh, and Hangman Page has also appeared, and he also has a rather sizable chain. It appears the celebration... We are sending Shibata to go get the scrubs. I don't want no scrubs. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging up the passenger side of his best friend's ride. Trying to holler at me. Spencer, I'd like you to pull that and put it into the intro video for the January show. All right, here come the scrubs. The Oops trainee task force / cannon fodder. See if I recognize any of them. I love that Joe sweats cutting promos, because I feel that. I did literally no work in that Rumble. And I was, if you hear me, when I get back to the commentary desk, I'm like, that was not a sell. That was a shoot. I was like gassed because I'm fat and old and out of shape. Oh, good. Joe has supplied us with a video package. I still never got the whole Hook thing. I don't know. I just feel like Hook's a kid who I don't believe that he could beat anybody up. But I mean, everybody, I guess, in their career starts off as a kid that no one believes could beat anybody up. So it's not where you start, it's where you land, I guess. And here comes Hook. Oh, and a big hug from Hawaiian John. Oh, he's going to talk. You can't call these people rednecks. And here comes Swerve Strickland, I assume, and the Hangman. Swerve wandering around in Death Rider territory. Oh, and now we get Hangman music too because of, Hangman's at the bar doing a shot of something. Oh, and here come the Oops soldiers who get the unenviable fun task of bumping on the floor. Wow, they took care of all of the Oops soldiers pretty quickly. Oh no, there's still some ops henchmen. These ones in the ring must be the ones that are actually good. Oh, we're stapling. All right, and we just beat up the cannon fodder because, Samoa Joe looks unimpressed as Hangman is about to hang a man. Well, they're both going to hang a man. Over the top. Oh, the referees are going to come and save the henchmen. Alrighty, so no big celebration for the Oops. It was ruined by Hangman and Swerve. Alrighty, we got John Moxley and Mascara Dorada coming up next in the Blue League. Oh, but Mox has a cut a promo first. So here's Mox's words. Oh, Moxley. Oh my God, the Flames scored a goal. Oh, and they must have had that one called back. It's 4-1. We got him right where we want him. Alrighty, here is the music of the Death Riders, which will lead us to the appearance of former AEW champion Jon Moxley. But first, we must marvel at his spread silhouette. Oh, we're getting backstage news. Orange Cassidy asked for his match against Claudio Castagnoli to be moved up to tonight because he's so angry. I have to use the little Boris's room, but the thought of walking on my foot right now is making me want to cry. If you've never had gout before, it is unpleasant. Here comes Mascara Dorada. What is the CMLL Historic Welterweight Championship? We need a historic title in LPW. The Historic Challenge Championship. This should be an interesting match. Clash of Styles. There's the bell. Aubrey Edwards is your referee. Oh, yeah, there's no outside interference, so there is no Death Riders as we look at the Blue League competitors. Jon Moxley and Mascara Dorada, of course, in this match. Orange Cassidy. Claudio Castagnoli. and Konosuke Takeshita, the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, as well as Roderick Strong. World's End, live on pay-per-view on December 27th. The semifinals and the finals of the Continental Classic at said pay-per-view, which is exactly 1 month and 1 day away. We saw Mascarita Dorada at the GCW show at the mall last weekend. Haven't quite finished that match. I know that Atticus Cogar wins the GCW title, so I'm excited to see how that all shakes out. Old Mascara teases the dive into the Pescado. Nobody home. Moxley into the ring. Ooh, big dive. His aerially inclined opponent. Well, they're fighting on the old man ramp. Oh, are we going to get the big dive off the old man ramp? Here it comes. Oh, you got the big forearm. That might have KO'd him. We should go to commercial now because he's KO'd. Moxley going to go to work now. Yeah, I think Mascara Dorada might be one of those guys who's just there to eat a lot of pins. Kind of like, I believe Mark Briscoe had a pretty rough go at the Classic last year. And we're going into commercial, so I'm going to make a whole bunch of noises while I stand up so I can go to the little Boris's room. But stick around because there is much more AEW Dynamite to come. We are back on the Thanksgiving Eve edition of AEW Dynamite. Remind me next commercial break, we'll talk about what I'm having for dinner, because I know that's a very big part of what we do here on the AEW Dynamite Watch Along. My foot hurts like hell. But such is life, I guess. Oh, the cutter over the barricade. Dorada up on the top. Twisting arm drag. Oh, now I got the hiccups. The whole operation's falling apart. So are they taping Collision tonight then? I assume they'll be taping Collision tonight because no one's going to want to go to a wrestling show on Thanksgiving. I would assume. Big dive from Mascara Dorada on target, on the floor. Just when you thought he was down and out, he's right back in it again, kids. Oh, cutter out of nowhere. Why would John Moxley do the 10 punches in the corner as a heel? I don't understand that. Whatever. I guess in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. A cross arm breaker. We know Moxley has been known lately to tap out when things get tough. Inside cradle. Oh, not meant to be. $450 splash. Is it going to be enough? No, of course not. You'd be a fool and a communist to think such a thing. Ow. Oh, man. Oh, I think they just bleeped out a swear word. Dorada back to the top. Shooting star, but nothing but knees. Into a weird looking choke thing. I kind of like that finish, actually. That was good. I got no problem with that. No notes. All right. So Moxley, 3 points. And we're off and running on the 2025 Continental Classic. Oh, wait a minute. Tony Storm is coming out. She might have something to say to young Marina Shafir regarding the tag team title tournament. It's quite the robe / whatever you want to call that Tony Storm is wearing. And what is the stipulation going to be? There she is. Slop tarts. A hardcore holiday death match. Okay. That's going to be what it's going to be. I can't even find a way to sit comfortably with my foot. All right, Renee is standing by in the back with Chris Stadlander. Now, is it Mercedes Monet or Mercedes Money? Because I was always under the impression that it was Mercedes Money, but maybe I'm wrong. All right, Chris Statlander is going to the future, but I know all of you have a very, very important question that you need the answer to.
What's for dinner? Let's find out. Something tasty, there's no doubt. Boris is hungry, he's ready to eat. Then off to bed, his night's complete. What's for dinner?
What is for dinner indeed? And I've been informed by the lovely Mrs. Boris that pierogies and sausage is what is on the menu for dinner tonight. So I will be enjoying that upon the completion of AEW Dynamite. Then I will be going to bed and trying to figure out how to sleep with the incredible pain in my foot. In the meantime, stick around. We got more Continental Classic action coming up. All right, we are coming back from commercial for the next Continental Classic match. Hello, Liquid Fat Man, and a whoop whoop right back to you, my man. Darby Allin making his way to the ring. Now, this is interesting. This is a babyface match, so Darby shouldn't have to do anything overly crazy, but at the same time, this is Darby Allin, so we just kind of accept that that's what we're going to get. All right, here comes the Jet, Kevin Knight. He is the Jet in jet speed. Oh, Progressive Insurance is hiring. All y'all need a job. Now, I'm in Canada, so that's not going to help me out any. But if you're in the States, you need a job, hit up Progressive. Could be the next Flow. Man, the Flames are getting just brutally brutalized by the Tampa Bay Lightning tonight. Kevin Knight was in the Best of the Super Juniors. Yes, sir. I am a Flams fan, and I'm also a Flames fan. I am located deep in the heart of Edmonton, Alberta, but I was born and raised in Calgary, so I am a diehard Flames fan. I got the tattoo going on here and everything, but it's not a great time to be a Flames fan. But I think, you know, we're suffering now, but the new arena's coming soon, and maybe we'll get a couple of good draft picks. Yeah, from what I gather, Ottawa's the only Canadian team that's in a playoff spot right now, which is wild. But I'm sure the Oilers, unfortunately, will figure themselves out and they'll end up in the playoffs and yada, yada, yada. But no, I think the future's bright for the Flames in the next couple of years. We'll get that arena built and we'll see what happens. Oh, tomorrow night on Collision, we get Takeshita and Roderick Strong. And we also get Pac and Speedball Mike Bailey. The mean streets of Newfoundland. You're about as far away from us here in Alberta as you could possibly be, but I appreciate you coming and hanging out. Now, do you get a lot of snow? What's the weather like in the winter in Newfoundland? Like, pardon my ignorance, but I don't know any better. But do you get snow? I assume because you're on the water, it's very, very cold. Was there snow? Was there rain? Educate my not knowing butt. Lots of snow. Okay, fair enough. Does it get super cold, though, too? Oh. Kevin Knight showing off some athleticism with the big moonsault. He's pretty ripped, too. He's in good shape. I never really noticed till you take a look at him. So I think before we go off the air today, I will unveil the newest piece of memorabilia that will be on display behind me here at Big Bad Boris World Headquarters. Got it right over here. We'll take a look at it before we go off the air. Not too cold. What's too cold? Like It was minus 12 here today, and that's not too cold because we can get down to, the minus 40s. I am drinking my favorite beverage of all, which is the Pabst Blue Ribbon, as I await the end of Dynamite so I can have some pierogies and sausage and take my old butt to bed. We are in commercial during the Continental Classic match between Darby Allin and Kevin Knight and his abs. Again, whichever platform you're seeing us on, if you're on the Twitter, the Between Two Beards Twitter, give those guys a follow. If you're on the Twitch, give us a follow. If you're on the YouTube, give us a subscribe and a like and ring the bell and all that kind of fun stuff. And check out all the things that the Love Wrestling Content Wing has to offer, which is a lot. Sunday night, our tomorrow night, Between Two Beards, as always, will be back 6 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm not sure who the guests are, but those guys always have a great program. And Saturday night is usually my slot for Saturday Night Love, but I will be preempted this week so that Pluggo can do a Survivor Series post show. So after you're done watching the pay-per-view, tune in right here and discuss with Pluggo all the goings-on of Survivor Series. I couldn't name a Survivor Series match if you put a gun to my head. I don't know what's going down. I'm sure everything over there is a lot of fun and people are happy. Maybe they're not. I don't know. Who do I think is winning? It's too early to tell right now. My gut says Takeshita, but I mean, Moxley is also an idea. But yeah, my gut says Takeshita. Do with that information as you will. But it's a fun month of really good matches and always a good time. And the Calgary Flames have been defeated by the Tampa Bay Lightning 5-1. And I am sad, wah wah, but we're one step closer to what's that kid's name? Gavin McKenna, that the super draft pick kid. I'm so sick of hearing about goddamn Connor McDavid. I want to throw up. All right, looks like we're coming back from commercial. Kevin Knight, Darby Allin, Continental Classic, whatever league they're in, blue, red, green, I don't even know. Was it gold and blue? Yeah. It's a Blue League match, thanks to the giant graphic on the screen. Thank you, AEW, for spoon-feeding me the information that I didn't know. Darby took a rough tumble outside. I haven't followed New Japan as much as I usually have. In fact, I let my New Japan World subscription lapse, so I need to re-up that if I want to watch Wrestle Kingdom live. But I don't really know too much about what's going on in New Japan like I have in the past. But Wrestle Kingdom's always, it's a fun night to stay up until 2 or 3 in the morning and watch some awesome wrestling. So, ooh, big drop kick. Sends Knight hard into the barricade. Speaking of barricade, took like 10 people to throw barricade over the top rope on Saturday night at the Revolution Rumble. He came in with the best draw, number 30. I thought he was going to run the gamut, but Liza Hall put the front face lock on, and everybody kind of helped out and dumped him over. It was not meant to be. Yeah, Okada and Tanahashi, I'm looking forward to seeing that. I don't know how Tanahashi's knees are holding up, but I think that, one night only, he can just kind of throw that pain away and bust it out. That's definitely one. Is it 2 nights again, Wrestle Kingdom, or just the one? I don't like 2-night Wrestle Kingdom. I don't like 2-night WrestleMania. It's too much. Makes it less special. Just one. Good. That's what I like to see. From the half I've been paying attention to it, this match has been quite good. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the 2 nights as well. I understand it from a business perspective. You know, you can just do twice as much. You can make twice as much money. You can give the fans twice as much content. But I don't like the stat padding. This sounds, I mean, it's a nitpicky thing for me. But like, to me, if you wrestle the main event of night 1 of WrestleMania, you're not a WrestleMania main eventer. I'm sorry. It's the last match of WrestleMania is the main event. I mean, it's nitpicky stuff that nobody really cares about, but that's just, I mean, I'm an old guy. That's just the way I see it. Big DDT on the old man ramp. Now we have to drag the carcass back into the ring, or you just take the count out. Paul Turner is up to 5. The Mania or the indie matches of Mania are my favorite. Like the last number of years, like WrestleMania is the show that I've looked forward to the least. Like every year, I take that week off of work. I take it as a vacation week, and I just sit on my couch and I watch as much stuff as I can. I got a list of how many. I forget what it was last year. I've got the thing here actually. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Let me count. $24. The last year WrestleMania week, I watched 24 shows because I like it all. You know, GCW is a favorite of mine as well, and just all the other stuff going around there. Plus, I had some friends from here in Edmonton, from our local scene, that went down and worked some matches, and I wanted to watch those shows. So, I mean, yeah, Mania is good and all. It's like a great way to put the icing on the cake, but I love digging into those indie shows. Super fun. Kevin Knight with the splash. Could this be a big win for Kevin Knight? Oh, Kevin Knight gets the win and 3 points in the, what was it, the Blue League? The National Football League? The World Tag League? I can't keep track of it all. Yeah, Kevin Knight's a pretty freak athlete. And him getting a chance to do some single stuff like this. So Kyle Fletcher, Kevin Knight, each with 3 points. You know what? It's funny you mentioned that, Liquid Fat Man, if I may call you that. I loved that Fourth Rope show. I don't know anything about Fourth Rope, and I didn't go into it knowing, like, I know it was the For the Culture show, which previously GCW had done as, like, you know, a show featuring talent of color. And Fourth Rope, I don't know if they still run shows. I don't know if they're like a real promotion or what their deal is, but that show was really, really good. And it was like a midnight show where I'm kind of like, I'm a little bit like, okay, I can make it through this one. But yeah, that show I remember really, really enjoying it for sure. Maybe you're the Newfoundland version of me. You're Newfoundland Boris. That's your new name. All right, we're taking a look at FTR here. I got to go use the little Boris's room again, so we're going to wait for commercial, and I'm going to struggle to stand up. We're looking at FTR after becoming tag team champions yet again. Really like those belts, too. I think that those tag title belts, the AEW ones, are some... I don't like belts where you try too hard to make it look cool, you know? Like, just go back to basics. All right, we've gone to commercial, which means I can go use the little Boris's room. I assume we're setting up for our main event here, which is going to be Claudio Castagnoli and Orange Cassidy in Blue Gold League, whatever the hell it is. Stick around. We'll be back with our main event right away. All right, we're back from commercial. We got Eddie Kingston cutting a promo. Really quickly, Fernando, we were talking about this a little bit early. I think Takeshita is the one to win this year, but Moxley is also kind of creeping in my head as well. So I guess we'll just see how it all plays out. Oh, we got Eddie Kingston, Katsuyori Shibata tomorrow night on the special Collision. And it is time for our main event as we await the arrival of Claudio Castagnoli. Oh, they got fancy stair lights. Are those stair lights? Are those AEW stair lights, or are those stair lights that were there from the venue? Regardless, stair lights, pretty cool. Spencer, we got to get some stair lights, you know? Claudio Castagnoli, one half of our main event, which is going to run overtime just because I want to eat and put my foot up. Man, Claudio, always jacked, always ripped up, looks like $1 million. I remember old Claudio, Kings of Wrestling, long hair Claudio, but throughout his tenure in the Graps game, or whatever the kids like to call it, always looks like $1 million. And here comes Orange Cassidy. Yeah, I wonder who we're going to put over here, actually. I'm intrigued by all of this. All righty. Blue League action. The bell has rung. We are underway with our main event. Claudio just too big, too strong. Inside cradle. I love a good inside cradle. I had a Kid Cesaro t-shirt. I wonder what happened to that. Too bad. I had a lot of things. I don't know what happened to any of it. Orange Cassidy violently into the top turnbuckle. Oh, Orange Cassidy doing the Orange Cassidy thing. F. Ooh. Spicy lariat from Claudio. Got to make sure my PDR is set for Collision tomorrow because it's not on its usual time. Shibata and Eddie Kingston tomorrow night. Should be interesting. Pardon me. Oof. Into the LED board. Why are we going for commercial 5 minutes to the hour? Why? I want to go home. Well, I mean, I'm already home, but all right, we're in commercial. We'll be back with the finish of our main event right away. Hang out. All right, we are back with the conclusion of our main event. Claudio Castagnoli, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, Blue League action on the opening night of the AEW Continental Classic. Things are not looking good for our fearless babyface, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Yeah, so who did we see win today? We saw Moxley win. We saw Kyle Fletcher win. We saw Kevin Knight win. So those guys got some points on the board. Oh. Our boy Pockets has his pockets. Trying to muscle up the bigger man, but just can't quite do it. Oh, nice. Diving DDT onto the floor. Stundog Millionaire is objectively a good name for a move. Big European off the dive off the top, but an even bigger kick out. So, yes, as we're winding up, just a friendly reminder on Tuesday, December 16th, Quizplex is back. I will be there. Anthony Green will also be there. Who else will be there? Who knows? Tune in at 10 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Mountain, right back here on all your Love Wrestling channels. Check out Saturday night at the conclusion of Survivor Series. Pluggo will be right here on these same channels to recap everything that went down with Survivor Series. And 1 week from Saturday, I'll be back. Saturday Night Love will be returning with special guest, the proprietor of Love Pro Wrestling, Spencer Love. We're going to recap the year that was in LPW, as well as we're going to watch the what's it called? Wow, my brain. The Rumble match. The Revolution Rumble that took place this past Saturday at the Freemason Hall in downtown Edmonton, Alberta. So all those things coming up in your Love Wrestling world over the next couple of weeks. Claudio feels that victory is imminent, but the Orange Punch says otherwise. DDT. Could Orange Cassidy pull this one off? Pop up Orange Punch. Muscling him up. Could it be the beach break? Here's the cover. Oh, but Claudio kicks out because F you, that's why. All right. Cassidy takes off the elbow pad. He's looking for the kill shot on Claudio Castagnoli. Ducks the Orange Punch. Big clothesline from Claudio. Looking for the Gotch style. Oh. My goodness. Pop-up European uppercut. And Claudio Castagnoli is your winner and 3 points richer in the Continental Classic. Now, before we go off the air, anybody who's watching who is a Love Pro Wrestling fan, I want you to look at your screen right now. I have a new addition to the decor in the Big Bad Boris's world headquarters. On Saturday night, in the dead of night, in the darkness, I went... Oh, wait, I got a comment here. Hang on. I got to handle some business here. I did a little bit of dumpster diving because I feel that a piece of history needed to be safe and secured. So if you're a Love Pro Wrestling fan, fear not. I rescued a little piece of LPW history from the dumps. And if you're worried that this little piece of history was lost, not to worry. It is in good hands with me. Now, we're not done on Dynamite. Renee Paquette is in the ring with the Death Riders. Uh-oh. Orange Cassidy is not happy. He can't fight all of the Death Riders himself. Here comes Roderick Strong. What's going on now? Here comes Kyle Fletcher and Takeshita, because in AEW, we can't end an episode of television without a giant pull-apart brawl of nonsense. We have to have a big brawl that makes zero sense. All right. It's a wild, wild scene here. Hope that Mascara Dorado is going to do a big, weird, jumpy, divey thing onto everybody, onto the floor. Orange punch on the Great Yuta. All right. Three points each for members of the Death Riders. We get Takeshita and Roderick Strong tomorrow night on Collision. A happy Thanksgiving to our American friends and viewers. Don't drink and drive. Have lots of turkey and stuffing and potatoes and pie and all that stuff. Spend time with your family and your loved ones. I'm just waiting for them to officially go off the air because you never know what kind of nonsense can pop off at the end here. All right. Nope, they're really done this time. All right. That has been another episode of the AEW Dynamite Watch Along. Check out Between Two Beards tomorrow night. Check out Pluggo's Survivor Series post show on Saturday night. Whatever platform you're watching us on, give us a like, a subscribe, a follow, whatever that nonsense is. It means everything to us. Thank you so much, and we will see you guys all very, very soon.